right, we're back. So I know the thumbnail for my video was why men and women hate each other. And we're gonna react to this video just so I can dissect this video so you can understand why I did the thumbnail like that. And also, this is gonna be a great learning lesson for myself as well, because I've been through a lot of different relationships. And I was reflecting on it this morning, and it helped me to realize what was really going on with myself. And I took the time out this morning around like 4 to 3 hours just to, go over it with myself, understanding what was happening with me. And I get to understand it's the same thing that is actually happening with every other male and female, well, I should say man and woman around me. So I came to this great conclusion. And I didn't do it by myself. Of course, there's people out there, that is teaching this, but it helped me to understand myself even more. And I want to just bring it to the audience here, just so we can, have a chat about it, see what's really happening with us. So this video is by Judy Liley Tess. She checked out of the relationship. We're about to find out, and I'm gonna go deeper in this with you all who's gonna be watching this video. So let's get it started.
Helping Tommy place his girlfriend Natalie to a loyalty test.
Why is it that you wanted to put your girl to the test?
Something's off lately. She's been kind of distant, like I got this job offer in the Bay Area, and I was hoping she'd be excited, she'd be ecstatic about it, but I don't know, the reaction was not what I anticipated.
What was her reaction like?
Just very blasé, very nonchalant, just, oh, cool, that's something I'm happy for you.
Good for you?
Mm-hmm.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it. I understand she's got her own life here. I don't know, I just wanted more. I wanted more.
What reaction did you expect out of her?
Just being like, I don't know, a little more affectionate.
Tommy didn't want to share this at the time, but we actually
a little bit more affectionate. Where's my pen? We're gonna write that down just so I don't forget, because I may forget. Let me just write that down. He wanted her to be more affectionate, right? Amazing. So that's one great point already in this video that we're definitely going to touch on.
filmed this video shortly after the LA fires, and unfortunately, Tommy lived in one of the evacuation zones. During the time that he was evacuated, a friend from up north offered shelter and work. According to him, he was thankful, but wasn't even considering making the move. When he told Natalie about it, though, he became nervous and suspicious. On top of her already being distant, her nonchalant attitude made him feel like she didn't care about him or was already checked out of their relationship. And I hate to say or suggest this, but maybe she was using the hardships and the stress of the fires to find a way to break up with him. But maybe she wasn't, right? Or hopefully
I like this video already.
We're all just in our heads.
Just so you know, I've not watched this video yet. It's my first time seeing it. I saw it last night when I was lying in bed, and I'm like, oh, I should react to it. But I didn't watch any of the video. And all of a sudden this morning, I've learned this about myself. And I'm like, you know what? Let's watch this video and see what we can depict from this video.
Expected, like, stronger vibes.
It's like, oh, great, friend.
Yeah,
Pat on the back.
Yeah, what is
If it were my man and I was in a committed relationship with him, I would have been like, okay, so how are we going to figure this out? How are we going to work through this?
Yeah.
Because obviously I'm going to support him.
Yeah.
But it's also like, okay, so what's the plan? And let's plan our future, because that's what you're hoping to have with someone, is a future.
See, that's what I wanted. See, something like that.
That's crazy. You know why? Because planning your future is actually just to reiterate some things that I've already said. When you plan your future, it does not exist. You're planning something that doesn't exist. You're gonna lie to this female. It's not lie, but it's technically a lie, because you yourself, the man, don't know what the future is gonna bring for your life. And you're gonna plant these good things in her head, right? To make her feel good. And by making the the woman feel good. I'm going to tell you why I'm not saying female. Why am I saying woman? Right? He's going to plant this seed and this hopefulness in her head. And by that, she's going to judge him off of that situation. And by judging him, all of these wonderful things that he's planning with her, she get an emotional feelings, which she thinks, oh, and by she getting this, she's judging him. It's the only way she gets that feeling is because she has a thought, and by judging him for giving her the feeling, she judge him, and then she gets the thought, then the feeling, which that feeling, she thinks it is love, but it's actually hate. And I'm going to explain why in a minute while the video go along, why it is actually hate and it's not love. And she have this idea, preconception of what their life would be. And that's what happened in most relationship. And it caused the relationship actually to not be fruitful because you plan it. You're setting yourself up for failure. Because if it doesn't go the way you tell her it's going to go, she's going to judge you, right? And this guy, he's only saying all of these things so he can keep her in his life, which because he has no idea how his life is going to go. He's planning with the deceiver, the prince of darkness, the manipulator, the one that's going to give you all of these, oh, yes, your life's going to look so good down the line. I hope you can understand what I just said. It's a lot, but let's keep going. And he's only doing it to make himself feel good and so he can be with the girl. That's the only reason why. This is why you need God in your life. You need God so you can live in the present and not in the future where the future is going to set you up to fail yourself. And then you're going to judge yourself. But let's keep going.
You know, but
Support. I would do that just for one of my best friends. So, I don't know, a few red flags for me.
To give her the benefit of the doubt, maybe Natalie was going through something herself. She lives in LA, not near the fires, but maybe she was going through something that explains her nonchalant behavior. Alternatively, though, if she is unhappy
How
or
long
checked
is
out of
this
her
video?
relationship, that doesn't justify her to cheat.
28
She should
minutes.
talk to Tom.
Mine's probably gonna be way longer.
Try to do.
She got a roster, bro. I don't know. That's what it sounds like. But I don't want to put that out there. I don't want to put that out there.
I hope not. But
What if she passes?
if she passes,
Yeah. I say try one more time. Never be too sure.
For lack of a better phrase, I feel like this is one of those tests where there's a lot of hope.
This is where we're going to be watching and listening in.
We only know what he's telling us, right? So, it could be that.
Also, if you need to test your woman, you yourself as the man testing your woman, that's a female trait. That's a woman trait. You will understand why down the line throughout this video.
Maybe he didn't try to make a plan with her, which is why maybe she's being nonchalant.
There's always hope in every test, right? But for this one, I feel like there's a high chance that it might just come down to a communication issue. It feels salvageable, but then again, I've been wrong before, and I could be wrong again.
If she fails, it's going to suck, but it's for the best, you know? Because at least you'll know.
in the long run, I'll find out. I'll save time in the long run.
Exactly, yeah. Just text me if anything changes. We'll go post up at the cafe.
And so with that, Tommy leaves to go pick up his girlfriend. When he brings her here, our decoy Javian will be asking her on a date. Some of you might remember him.
How's the dating life going? Man, I know it's been a while since, I don't think it's much changed. You got to record another one.
With the moment of truth around the corner, only time will tell if Natalie will remain loyal or if she will decide to cheat.
Get your talkies, man. I already know this is going to be a wild one.
Let's do it.
Righty.
All right.
It's getting real.
Instead of having Tommy bringing Natalie straight here, we were first going to have him bring her to a nearby cafe.
Badass cafe. Oh, this is the perfect title.
This is a
for that.
badass cafe.
This is a badass cafe.
Just sit outside and make sure that they come to you outside.
We constructed a plan that required us to break the ice with the couple at this cafe, and by us I mean Javian. On top of getting comfortable with the couple, Javian also had to convince them to come over. With Tommy in on the plan, this would be easy. We just had to make sure Natalie's guard was down and that she wasn't suspecting a thing.
While they're trying to figure out if Javian's going to be successful in bringing the couple to this house, I'm going to try to figure out My Heritage.
Yep, today we partnered with My Heritage.
My Heritage is a
Okay.
leading global family history.
They don't sponsor
They're
me, so. Alright. Oh, they're still doing it.
15% from Peru.
Okay. Oh, far. And are we? Oh, here we go.
Heritage for sponsoring this video. After waiting for some time, the couple eventually arrived to the cafe.
Oh, you here? I'm sitting by like the first table with the umbrella.
There's a parking spot right there, like super close to them. I think we're just gonna risk it for the biscuit.
Yo, my man, how you been? How you been, man?
I also want to say, like, I totally understand, you know, all this dating kind of things that are set up in the world, a different type of these dating strategy that people have come up with to help people. It is a money thing, but I totally understand it because them themselves don't understand the situation fully. They have some comprehend of animal level. They have an understanding when it comes to the level of the animal instinct, and they go off that, because when you're in an animal instinct state, you're in a fallen state. You will fall away from God, right? You're not spiritually intact with him. And the reason for this is when Adam and Eve was in the garden, you know, we all know the story goes, Eve listened to the snake, the thoughts, she ate the apple, and God said bye. And then she convinced Adam to listen to her and to sin as well. And by Adam following the woman's lead, eventually, he has made the woman his God, and the woman have made the Satan, the prince of darkness, her God, which is her thoughts. She consistently live into thoughts. And the sin is not necessarily the action that you have done. It's what's in your heart. It's the hatred and evil that is in your heart. And because they have done all of this, God said, because you have listened to the woman and the woman have done this act, you shall surely die. It doesn't mean physically, it's that you have died from Christ and you're falling away from his wisdom. And that's why, because every man and woman that is born on this side of heaven, you need to be reborn from the prince of darkness, which is Satan, and back into the light, the eternal light of God. That's why you need to reborn from the flesh and born into the spirit, so you can be reconnected with God. And I totally understand. It's because they're in the fallen state and they're thinking animalistic sense of terms. That's why these things are so popular and people gravitate to it, because that's the level that they're on. Totally understand it, but let's continue. Like I said, my video is probably going to be way longer.
I'm Javen. Nice to meet you. So how's the job?
It's not going to be for everyone. It's going to be for who wants the truth, and that's what it is.
Yeah, wasn't bad? Okay. I mean, y'all ready? Y'all want to order something? Yeah. All right, come on.
We're literally right in front of the restaurant where they're meeting, but
Is
luckily
that
they don't
Starbucks
know
or
this
something?
car and our windows are tinted, so we should be good.
It's real Hawaiian in here. Oh, I love it.
I'm
I like
hot.
traveling, so I'm like, yeah, you guys ever travel?
Tommy is pretending
She
to have
turned my
reconsidered the job that he was offered up north,
heater
and Javian is pretending to be the friend that offered it to him. They're supposedly meeting up to talk the next steps into Tommy getting hired.
You ain't heard being vegetarian? That don't stop you from going out eating some meat a little bit?
Well, I just ordered the badass.
Yeah. You okay, yeah?
The goal is to get the couple to Javian's house so that Tommy could supposedly do his new hire orientation.
She seems pretty talkative, which is like, I mean, she's definitely engaging in the conversation.
We can sit at this table right here, maybe. Yeah, this one right here. This one right here is cool. Yeah, I feel like I ain't seen you in a minute, man. It's definitely been a while. Dang, everything been good with the family and everything?
Everything cool.
Yeah.
Family's safe, especially with fires right now.
Yeah.
Pay close attention to this guy. He's showing more masculinity than his friend here. He's making decisions. He's telling them what to do. Pay close attention.
Now I know a lot of people have to like move down out here, so y'all had a place to stay and everything? Where'd y'all stay?
Yeah, we're staying at a hotel in Newport right now because we had to evacuate.
Mm-hmm.
Fires, but
Okay.
Javian and Tommy pretend to catch up. Remember, for context, we shot this shortly after the LA fires. Eventually, Javian transitioned the conversation into the whole job thing.
Well, you started with your onboarding or what?
I was still trying to figure it out, trying to see if it's the right move, you know, because I got so much going on right here, you know.
And I just don't want to miss out on that. So I'm like, I definitely am here to make something figured out.
Definitely. A lot of things to consider.
A lot of things. I mean, have you started any of the paperwork, anything? Like, is that, you filled out anything?
Well, no, because the fires, I haven't really looked into it too much.
Yeah.
Or done any of the onboarding process or anything.
Okay.
But once I get home, I get my laptop, I get everything situated out there.
Take a second to think about it.
If I don't got my laptop on me, I don't got nothing.
What if we just came over to my place? Y'all came over, just chill, just kick it. I'm actually 5 minutes away from here. Yeah. You came over, thought about it at least. I have the laptop there, and see you ain't got yours. You can maybe fill it out on my laptop, kicking it, and then we'll go from there, man. What do you think?
You think I can do it?
Maybe y'all met me over there in a few minutes. My place is a little chaotic over there. I got to clean it up a little bit. Don't get me wrong. I live by myself, so sometimes I got things everywhere. Yeah. Let me. I'll send you the address right now. Actually. Y'all fine with that though?
Yeah. No.
Okay.
I want you to understand when his friend here said, "Do you want to come over and also come and work on my laptop? Fill out the application." What he did, he wasn't the boyfriend here. He wasn't, what's the word? He has to reason with his girlfriend saying, what do you think? He wasn't like, you know what? I need to get these things done. Yes, we'll come. Because he's the leader, and you're leading your woman in the right way, in the correct way. You need to make critical decision. You need to make decisions right away sometimes for the opportunity when it presents itself, and he has to confide in his woman, right? So that's already a weakness that she's already going to judge him on, that listen, he's weak, he has to always confide in me to make decision. Pay close attention.
Okay.
You're gonna pull out of the spot, that way they don't see him coming to the car.
Alright, well, I'm gonna head over there. Maybe I'll just, I don't know, go get some gas or something, start your car, let it warm up for 5 minutes. And then I'll catch y'all over there.
And with that, the first phase of our plan has played out to perfection.
I was afraid you weren't gonna find the car because we had to move the car to get closer. But mission accomplished.
Oh, maybe not, because he's going back with them. Okay, so my correction. I didn't know that was the plan for them to go back, for him to go back with the girl with this car. But still, it shows that he's still confided in his woman to make decisions, even still.
Right, they're gonna come over. Okay.
Space, you can just have them waiting outside of the...
I can have them wait outside. I don't have a problem with that. I told him it was a little messy. My house is messy, so.
Alrighty, I think we're solid. I think we're good. I think we're gonna have a very good test. I think Javian's gonna do his thing.
Yo, you outside? All right.
There we go.
We come get you right now.
Why am I nervous?
Hey, man, y'all made it. Welcome, man. Come in. Come look inside. Way different from my last spot.
Javian walks the couple inside and begins being a good host.
Y'all both want to water? Yeah, I got you.
We have to keep it down because they're literally right there.
Tommy, man, talk to me, man. You stress me out over here about this whole job stuff because, like, bro, if you don't take this offer, man, like, I don't know. They gonna give you that spot up.
All right, here we go. He's gonna set up the ISO.
It's a big move. It's a big jump. But if I'm being honest, like, that's where I started, bro. And like I said, like, and then that's how I got here. Like, honestly. Have you filled out the paperwork or anything? Like, to go, to start?
I got the email this morning. I haven't checked it out yet.
It's better for you to have your name in the system, so then that way they can, like, at least know that you're still interested. Because if your name is nothing's filled out, they're going to get that spot up, man.
Oh, yeah, no, I'll definitely...
Yeah, so I got you in my office or something, man. You said this one could be a little quieter, because the videos you want to listen to it and stuff, so.
Yeah.
Perfect. Javian takes Tommy into his office to supposedly do his orientation.
This is the office right here. Take a seat right there, man. Just pull up your email. It's going to ask you to just log in with the same info that you do when you're on site. And then you'll be good from there. It'll prompt you. I'll check in with you.
And with that, Javian gives himself the ISO.
Alright. I be wanting him to take the opportunity, man. Opportunities like that don't come like that. So.
How you feeling about everything? Do you think she's suspecting anything? I don't think she's suspecting anything so far. How's the cafe? How's coming over here? She didn't think it was weird? No, she was good.
Nah, she didn't mention anything, so
Okay, I think we're good.
Okay. How do you feel on that?
It's okay. You know what? If it's a good job for him, then I'm like trying to be supportive.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to like work out the logistics, but like.
Despite already having the ISO, Javian takes things slow. He decides to break the ice more before making his move.
What's your culture? Where you from?
I'm mixed, so Mexican, native, Spanish, like I don't know, like, whatever.
Oh, that's actually kind of fire. I never.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never met anyone with that
I've
mix?
never met anybody with that mix.
I know 2 people with that mix, actually.
I'm a few things too. Italian, German, African American, and then white.
That's a cool mix, too.
Yeah, people thought I don't know, I look like Samoan or something, or they say a Dominican. I've gotten Dominican a lot, actually.
I can see that. People always think I'm Hawaiian.
I would say you look probably Hawaiian or something. Yeah.
Not me.
No?
They're vibing, eh?
I mean, you look like well put together though. Like if you take your time when you go out the house. You got a nice smile though.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's actually something that I first see like when I look that way.
Thank you. My mom was a dental assistant, so I had braces.
Swear.
You have braces too?
I never did, but I had Invisalign,
Your
so.
teeth are pretty straight for not having braces.
Is it really?
Our Jaden's doing good so far. He's like just being friendly, talkative.
But what do you said you work in the nightlife, right? Nightlife?
Yeah, so I work in like a nightclub right now, and then I go to school every day.
That sounds fun. Yeah. If I could get paid to party, you probably wouldn't see me. I probably wouldn't have this house.
I'm trying to find like a balance because I'm like, okay, I don't work out too much, but like just work the whole time.
Okay. No, I get you. What you going to school for?
Right now I'm just doing like a communication.
Communication, okay. So, I mean, you like to talk to people and stuff, right?
Right.
Okay.
Communication degree? What are you gonna do with that? I have no idea. But let me know in the comment section if you know what you can do with a communication degree.
Okay. In the nightlife, you meet a lot of people doing that, though, right?
Yeah, but it's like a lot of drunk people, and sometimes they get annoying.
They hit on you a lot, right? Like I feel like that's you get hit on probably like every night, right?
Yeah, sometimes they do, and then sometimes they don't. I'm
Okay.
trying to do my job, you know?
Okay, so once again, this was news to us. Tommy never mentioned that she worked at a bar or a club or whatever. It's not a bad thing, it just validates his suspicions. Does she flirt for cash? And if so, is it just for cash, or does she keep in touch after?
See any red flags? Anything?
She's a little talkative. I'm not gonna lie, yeah.
Might be the caffeine.
Part of doing your job is flirting a little bit, maybe to get like a few tips. Like, isn't that like how nightlife works? Or,
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I would flip out if like, I don't know, my girl worked in nightlife. Yeah, I wouldn't flip out, but man, I'll be so conscious, like, you know, I'll be like so, like,
So
on
you're
edge.
insecure.
I'm not insecure. It's just like, sometimes you'll be a little on edge.
Let me know in the comment section. Would you date a girl that works in the nightlife industry? Like in the restaurant, the clubs, the bars, where guys go to meet women, to chase after it. Because they actually hate women. We're gonna get there. We will get there. Hold on. We'll get there.
It's like, man, I don't know what my girl doing. Like, doing a nightlife, you got guys hitting on you left and right. Like, that's you know, I mean, you got me if I were to go in the club, or
Yeah.
like, you think you could hook me up or something?
Yeah, if you and your
I'm a-
friends want to come or something, I'll give you guys a discount on others. So
Yeah.
you don't have to pay a lot.
A discount?
A discount?
A discount? So I still gotta pay something?
Maybe if you bring some girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't bring too much. I'd be like three, four.
Yeah.
You seem like a bubbly person though, like a good personality.
Yeah.
I definitely like a good bubbly personality. You just seem spontaneous, just down for things, man. And
Yeah.
what are you doing later?
So later today?
Yeah, later tonight. Yeah, like what are you doing this? Maybe y'all doing something separate or like personally. Hold on, let me check on them real quick. Let me make sure you good and everything. Hold on. No way. That's crazy. Yo, Tommy, you good in here?
Yeah, everything good. There's more than I expected.
Yeah. It's all right?
Everything's cool. Yeah.
All right, man. You got it, man.
All right, appreciate you.
Yeah. That's crazy. Oh, my bad. Yeah. He got headphones on and everything. He's completely locked in. Like, he can't hear anything. He's good. Ooh. Look at my sock, though. Get a little air.
Yeah,
from
we
me.
can go outside.
Well, I feel like we was being a little loud, too, so I just want to make sure that he was good. He could focus on what he's doing in there. Just be out here for a little bit. No. This is cool.
The way Javian got Natalie outside was smooth. This is about to get real. If you are someone that you know wants to set up a loyalty test with us, fill out our submission
Alright,
board below. Also, guys, real
where are
quick,
we?
Madeline
Where
just
are we
dropped a
now?
brand new music
Okay.
video. Go show her some love. Art. We didn't tell him to do this, but telling her that Tommy was locked in, had headphones on, and couldn't hear them was genius.
This is probably the newest things that I just got. I never really.
Shooting on? Oh,
Yeah, put your little drink on it or something, like.
Put my foot on it.
Put your foot on it or something. Yeah, my foot covered the whole thing.
Yeah.
So, my foot kind of big.
Yeah, compared to mine.
Damn. What size you with?
6.5.
Give me my foot look big.
Honestly, you know, my sisters have bigger size feet than me.
Oh,
They're
yeah?
both taller than me, and
They
both
both
have
taller?
bigger feet.
Oh.
Like, what the?
What? That's crazy. No, you got blessed with the size
I got
6.
blessed. I got blessed with.
You got blessed with size 6, man. Yeah, I tell you, that's more attractive for guys if girl got a smaller foot or something.
What? What size are you into?
I didn't say it. That didn't come out of my mouth. That's
That's not what you're alluding to.
you know what I mean. That's you Google that.
I'm honestly surprised that Javian took some time to talk to her before making his move. I feel like with the way he got her out there, he had the perfect chance to just go for it.
I'm done.
They
I
showed
like
her-
the shoes. I like the color.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, these are nice.
Yeah, it's a
Your
different
big-ass
color.
feet.
I know. Make my feet look big. Let me see your hand.
My hand.
She got a little close. How about that?
Damn, you make my hand look big.
It's all tiny. Like without my nails, yeah, it's all like small. With my clammy hands,
That clammy hands. Yeah.
that's they are. That's naturally like how they are. Let me see.
Do you want to see
Oh, wait, my
again?
hand was, oh, my finger was slipping right there. My bad. It kind of got too relaxed. So it
It
just
got too relaxed and it felt
felt comfortable. It felt good. I don't know. My bad. Nah, but for real though, back to what I was saying up in there though, for real.
Alright, you gotta stay low.
Look, like, listen, I'm telling you, I like your smile, I like your ethnicity. You know what I mean? I feel like you could put me on a thing or two about your culture. Like, I love that. Like, you going to school and everything. That's good. A girl with ambitions is amazing. Like, I love that. Like, it sounds like you're working towards something. There's a lot of girls that don't do that. So I want you to know that's a rare thing. You got your nails done and everything, man. Well, you look well put together, like, and I like that. I want to like make sure you have a good time, and I feel like I could provide that a little bit. Make sure you have a good time.
What do you mean? What?
You can have a good time.
I mean,
Kissing with someone?
He's like a co-worker though. We ain't close like that.
okay, but he's also like, we're dating, so.
I mean, I wouldn't say we're like, I'm serious. We good.
Javian telling her that he wouldn't say a thing is low-key dangerous and crazy.
Besides, you gotta get shown off more. What you mean?
What do you mean I have to get shot?
What you mean? I'll come visit you at work and everything.
You're gonna come visit me? Okay, you and your three best friends.
My friends could go in there and have a good time, but I would go for you.
Okay.
See you at work, come visit you at school. I could do all that.
You're gonna visit me at school. You're not gonna come
Visit
visit
you
me
at school.
at school.
There's a break in between classes. What you mean?
Okay, yeah, there
You
is.
go for lunch and everything in between classes.
And then we're going to the arcade, like you said.
Yes, we go to arcade. There's so much stuff that we could go wine tasting, man, horseback riding, all that. There's like,
I've never been horseback riding.
you never been? See, that's crazy. Like, we could do that tomorrow, next weekend, like, whatever. Like, I'd fly you down here quick.
You're
I'll
gonna
fly you down here quick. I'll fly you down here.
What?
I for sure, but hey, it could be a 10, 20-minute flight.
Okay.
You know, I can't lie about that.
I just want you to see what's really, really happening here. He himself, the guy, I don't know his name. I wasn't paying attention to his name, actually. But he's telling her all of these nice things, right? That he wants to do for her, what they can do. And in her head, she's definitely imagining these nice things that they could do together. And by she doing that, she gets an emotional feelings, right, towards him. He's emotionally manipulating her to get her by making her feel good. And by making her feel good, of course, she's gonna like him or like him. I wouldn't say love, but get an attachment to him, right? Because the good feelings, he's making her feel good. And she's judging him. And by judging him, she's playing God. She's already playing God because she judged him. And then she gets the thought, right? The thought, which is from the devil, which give her this thought, set her up. It is setting her up. And by she get the thought, because you cannot have feelings without the thought. You have to get the thought first, then you get the feeling. And the feeling is going to drive you to do the action. I hope you see what's happening here. And the guy himself over here is evil because he knows what he's doing. He already knows. Subconsciously, he probably doesn't know what he's... So, what am I saying? he's probably doing it unconsciously and not knowing consciously what he's doing, but he's aware that you make a girl feel good, she's gonna like you, right? So that's crazy. But but this is what most guys do, and this is what most women do to manipulate the guy, and the guy do it to manipulate the woman. So it's vice versa. Doesn't matter who does it. It's the same thing. But I want to make it clear too. It's not love. It's actually hate. And I'm going to tell you why in a minute. It is hate.
I'm sure though. No way. Whatever, like.
As long as he doesn't find out, because I feel like.
I mean, are you gonna what? Tell him or what? No. Right. Like, listen. I'm not saying nothing. It's between us right here. We good. Like, as long as you on board with it, we good.
Yeah.
As long as he doesn't find out is crazy.
What? You said about like 20, 30 minutes from me.
I was you were gonna fly me there. Come on, just kidding.
I'll fly here. The airport is right over there. Like, I definitely got you if that were to be the case.
Yeah.
That's the last thing you gotta stop doing is worrying.
I'm not gonna lie, Natalie does sound hesitant. Maybe it's the whole nightlife in her, but it sounds like she's telling him what he wants to hear. At the same time, though, she is entertaining it and could be down. She brought up her boyfriend already. All she's got to do is turn JB down.
You good with it? Like anything?
I mean,
good
yeah,
with it?
I guess.
I can take you out.
That's crazy.
Maybe. Yeah, I guess.
Maybe. Are we gonna change the maybe?
We're not changing them, but.
Can we change the maybe? Can I get one guarantee? Yes. I got a few maybes in there.
Because I don't like to make promises I can't keep, so I was like, oh, maybe. But yes,
Yeah.
okay.
So this is my first yes. I
This
get a
is
yes.
your first yes.
I can take you out and everything. You know.
Yeah.
She's entertaining everything. Just say no.
That's just crazy. She just said yes. Definite yes.
She's got it back there.
Definitely.
She doesn't even have
Definitely.
I'm not
she
gonna
said
lie,
yes.
if what Tommy is searching for is concrete evidence, this might constitute a date too, because she could still play it off like, I just told him what he wanted to hear. However,
No.
for me personally, this is enough. It sounds like Natalie is leaving her options open, and low-key, that ain't loyal.
Next weekend, then me and you.
Maybe, yeah, I guess.
Do the maybes. Do the maybes.
Can't just be
I need a yes.
I said yes earlier.
yeah.
Look
Okay,
at
so
you
yeah.
got one yes, that's
Okay.
it. You're not, let's not push it now.
Okay, all right. I'm pushing a little bit. I don't know. I get excited for things I want. I get excited. What I want is right here.
What do you guys think of all this, though? Do you guys think she's just telling JD what he wants to hear so that she can get out of the situation?
He's got his arm around her now. I need your Instagram now after this.
I'm so done. You're gonna get my Instagram?
Can I get your Instagram?
I mean, I guess, yeah.
Yeah. What's up? Let me add you real quick though. I feel like I don't even have your number or nothing.
It honestly almost sounded like Natalie expected JV to ask for her number, not Instagram. So many chances to back out, say no, or continue bringing up her boyfriend, and she just keeps on agreeing.
Damn, bro, I'm sorry. How do you take exchanging contact info?
Well, damn.
I'm so done.
You gotta do some modeling or something. These pictures look good.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So,
You think she's just saying all of this just to be friendly, or you think she actually means it? You think?
I don't know. To me, it's a fail, but just like seeing it how it is, like I would put myself in her position. I would have came in here and got you a long time ago.
yeah, I'm definitely showing you off. I ain't gonna hide you in my Insta. You definitely have definition though. I'm for real. Like,
The other room.
no. You wanna come in there? While we wait?
Nah, she ain't loyal to me. She ain't loyal. She knows what she's doing.
You could definitely tell she's used to talking to guys, of course, because of the whole nightlife thingy. But if this test were to continue, he could close and everything.
Yeah, there's no point in keeping it up, honestly.
You don't want to keep it on.
Nah. I mean, I already, no, it's a fail. It's a fail.
The proof is there, It's a fail.
You say you want to call it here. Don't want to keep it going at all. Don't want to see if she's actually going to show up for the date or anything like that.
Nah. I could just press her right now, honestly.
Do you want to confront her?
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah.
I think Natalie failed this test. However, I'm not fully convinced she's committed to go on a date with Javian, which is why it's probably a good thing we didn't take this to a date too, because it might not even have panned out. Regardless, though, she's still keeping her options open, and she's not even working or flirting for cash right now. So with that being said, I hope you guys got those talkies, because you guys already know.
It's about to get good. All right, let's see what's going on here.
Yeah, we're gonna get my thousand reviews.
Yeah, maybe. Yo, you finished? Finished, bro?
Yeah, all good.
Yeah, everything went well?
Yeah, cool.
Why you look like stressed? You good?
No, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah?
Yeah. How you guys doing?
Doing alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, we good, man. What's up?
Oh, damn.
What's on your mind? What's like, talk to me like, something like...
So what are you guys talking about?
Nothing. Nothing really.
So for you guys talked about nothing for a whole 30, 40 minutes while I was in that room?
I mean, yeah, talking about like the movies. That's pretty much it. I mean, I guess we were out there talking about stuff too, but.
Yeah, that's it. You guys were making plans or anything?
No.
You didn't give him your phone.
What?
You didn't hand him your phone to put your information in it.
No.
That didn't happen?
No, that didn't happen. We've just been chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a mess!
So you didn't give him your phone?
No, I've been out here waiting for you the whole time.
I saw you guys out there. You gave him your phone.
Okay, I didn't hand him my phone, but okay.
I think it was
technically,
him.
she wasn't lying here. Javian handed her
Yeah.
his phone.
You
Yeah.
didn't hand him your phone.
No.
You're lying.
I'm lying?
Yes, you're lying right now in front of my face.
I'm literally not lying.
Stop.
Stop. What? I don't know what you're doing. Like,
I heard everything.
what do you mean you heard everything? I've been out here waiting for you.
Really? So you guys weren't talking about linking up, sneaky link, all that?
Did he tell you something? No.
You look so dumb right now.
I look dumb. You
Yeah.
look dumb. You're
I look dumb?
fighting over nothing.
Over nothing?
Like,
This is actually
calm down.
hilarious.
I'm trying to be out here without my girlfriend.
Because right now, this is where I'm going to tell you why I say the guy is a woman. She see him as a woman because now, guess what? They're arguing with each other. As a male, as a man, you should never argue with your woman because you're only feeding the thrills that she's seeking from the argument. He's an emotional person. And the reason why he's an emotional person is because he's just like his mother. His spirit, his mom's spirit was passed down through him. And he's just like his mom. And guess what? His girlfriend knows that he's a weak man. That's why she's looking for another man. But she thinks she's going to find comfort and satisfaction when fighting another man. But she also hates man and he hates women because there's some more. I'm still waiting for the part that I saw in the intro to come in. Maybe I missed it. I don't know. But we're going to see. By him arguing with her, he's being emotional about the situation. And that's why you need to find back God. When you die, you're far away from God. You need to find back the God so you can get back the actual male, the male nature, which is from God. He's in his emotional nature, which is from a female standpoint. And he got it from his mom. The reason he's got it from his mom is when he was young, he got traumatized by his mom. Reason for this was because I'm not sure what his mom did to him or whatever she did to him. He hated his mom. And because he hated his mom, he got this emotion from his mom, passed down from his mom. He went into his thoughts and he started imagining things and making up stuff and telling himself that he hates his mom. But what he doesn't realize is because we're spiritual beings, you resent your mom and you end up hating your mom. You take on the nature of your mom and you became like the person or anyone that you says you hate or resent. It's because we're spiritual, right? So he takes on the same nature as his mom, which is of Satan, which is from darkness. It comes from the prince of darkness, right? You get emotional. And emotions is hate. He thinks it's love, but it's actually hate. But let's continue.
Cheating on me.
Cheating on you? What the was I cheating on?
I mean, you did agree for me to let you, to take you out.
What the
You didn't agree to that?
talking about?
You want to know something? This whole thing, we've been filming everything.
You've been
We caught you red-handed.
you caught You got me doing blank.
And I told you, she went into her thought listening to this guy, didn't know that the devil was setting her up for this exact moment. Because when you listen to thoughts are all lies, all the time. It's going to set you up, and then it's going to destroy you at the end. And you're going to be like, I can't believe I did this action. And you're going to judge yourself. And then you fall into depression. But let's continue. There's a lot more to cover here.
That's crazy. Let's go.
Stop lying. Stop lying. Yes, you're lying
What
right
am
now.
I lying about?
Really?
Calm down.
I need to calm down?
He's literally lying to you right now.
He's lying?
Yes, he's
You're
lying.
the only liar in here.
He's lying.
Come on, you're the
See, he's arguing with the woman like he's a female. He's very emotional. Just like his mother.
What I say?
What the?
Damn.
What is this? Are you kidding me?
Natalie, this entire thing isn't real. So the truth is, like, this has all just been a big giant loyalty test. Like, we hired Javian to hit on you. Javian doesn't live here. Javian actually isn't your boyfriend's manager. He doesn't even work for that company. There was no orientation happening here. It was all just part of the test. Like, the truth is, Tommy just had his doubts about you. You gave him a couple of red flags, and so that's why he wanted to test your loyalty. Everything's been on camera. Everything's been taped. Tommy actually heard the moment that you gave Javian your number, your Instagram. Yeah, he basically saw and heard everything. So he saw, like, you agreeing to go on a date with him.
You hired all these people instead of talking to me? What is wrong with
What do you mean? I've been trying to talk to you.
You have clearly not been trying to talk. This is your fault.
This is my fault?
Oh, Lord. The reason I can understand why she said it's his fault, but it's not. It's both their fault. Because he's a weak male, and he's a weak man, I should say. And because she judged him and find out that he's a weak man, she started resenting him. She thought she loved him, but it was hate all along. And because she judged him now and see that he's a weak male, that she noticed that he's a female because he would argue with her and do all of these things. And when they would have sex, it's an emotional, loving, soft sex. And she realized that he's a woman because he's only doing the romance and love and soft sex and the emotional feeling so he can get it back to himself. She ended up figuring out that this guy is a female. Beta male. So because of that thing, it reminds her of her mom, and she resents her mom already. And it's wild. Right? You have to understand what's really happening here subconsciously, right? That's why she said it's his fault, because he doesn't know how to lead her, right?
Yes, instead of being a grown-ass man and using your big boy words to talk to me, you
See? She said instead of not being a grown man.
want to hire all these random people to come into our business. What the f*** is this?
And she's also an emotional person. Her spirit, her mom's spirit have been passed down into her, which is, they think having these feelings is love, but it's actually hate. They both hate each other, but they're together thinking it is love. But it's not love, it's actually hate. They hate each other. That's what this is.
Oh, just be quiet.
Yeah,
okay,
I'm done,
now
I'm
you
done.
don't have your
Yeah,
big boy words all of a sudden. You just
Yeah.
want to sit there. Okay, you had a whole lot to say on this.
Just go, bro. Just go.
You want me to go?
Yes, I want you to go.
Now, the evil, the devil, the prince of darkness is coming out of her now. You don't argue with a woman when she's going to be emotional. Nothing good will ever come from that, because you're only feeding the thrills and you're only feeling the hatred that she have inside of her. You're only feeding it even more. And the more you feed it, the more she's going to go deeper into it. And the more you're going to go deeper into that same feeling that you call love. But it's actually hatred. It's so far away from God, it's actually the prince of darkness. That's his tactic of manipulating and controlling you. Because you've identified with that same spirit, that same identity that you get from your mom when you're resenting her. You have identified with it for so long. You know no different.
I'm gonna leave.
Then do it.
Go.
Leave.
You're the one that wants to leave.
Leave.
If you didn't want to leave, we wouldn't have to do all of this, okay? But it's your fault.
Yeah, it's my
because
fault. it's my fault. There, I accept it. It's my fault. Leave.
There you go. Okay,
Leave.
you know what? You just wanted me to leave this whole time. Okay, that's what this was. You could have just broken up with me like a normal person then. Instead of getting all these people. They're not even allowed to record me. You need to tell them to stop recording right now. I swear to God, fucking cops. Okay?
Call the cops.
The cops have called the cops. Shut this
Go.
off.
You look crazy right now. Go.
You look crazy. You look like a...
She is crazy. You both are crazy and evil person because you both have so much anger. You think it's love. Your heart is full with anger and hatred. And you think it is love. But it's not love because even if she did some stuff like this, you would handle it in perfect peace. You would handle it with so much love because you're in touch with God. He will show you how to handle the situation. But because you both have made the devil your God, you both are going to argue about the situation and try to control each other, which is evil as well. You're going to try to control each other to get the upper hand so you can dominate the situation, which is crazy. But it will never work because you're both fighting for control over each other instead of seeking after God, seeking the kingdom of God. So you're not relying on each other for actually anything. You both are just living life. And you know that you, the woman, is under the man and the man is under God. And you both are just happy, peaceful, and you can lead her properly. Right? I do think I'm really missing a critical point here. It's just not coming to me right now. Oh yeah, because when God made Adam was perfect. He was listening to his father. And then he made, like God made Adam in his own image, in godlikeness. And then he made the woman from Adam. So the woman should be under the man to serve him. And the man should be under God serving him. That's when you know you've gone back to the Father. Because he didn't want to keep making humans. And then, oh, you're subjective to him. He wants you to pick. You really don't have free will. You think you do. But you don't. It's either the will of the devil or the will of the Lord. That's just it. You don't have free will. But you will follow the will of the devil because, like I said, your heart is hardened. You have hatred because of your mom. Because evil comes through the mom. The devil attacks the mom. It was right there in Genesis when she listened to the devil. She ended up making the devil her God. And because the man listened to the woman, the man is now subjective to the woman. Right? That's why he's so emotional. But you need to die from that evil spirit. Die away from that life and go back to the eternal life. The good nature, which is God. Right? So it's a lot to unpack here, which is amazing. I'm glad I did this video without knowing, right? But I hope you guys are paying close attention here.
Idiot, actually, you're the one that wanted to leave, so this is literally all your fault right now, okay?
This is my fault. Always making it my fault. Always my fault. It's not my fault.
Because who the does this? What the is your problem?
So it's his fault?
It's literally his fault. Yes, it's your fault. Like, I don't know what you're trying to do, but you're not gonna make me look like somebody that I'm not, okay?
Really?
This is literally all you. You need to tell them to stop with this recording bullshit, okay?
Girl, respectfully, like girl to girl.
I don't
This
know
man,
who you are.
I don't care.
Okay?
I don't
So
care.
I don't need your third party opinion
I
on this.
understand.
Okay.
But I'm also
so you wanna go cheat
female.
with her? Why don't you go cheat with this girl right here? Oh, there you go. There's your new girlfriend.
Honestly.
Go to her now because she obviously wants you so bad. If you think he's such a good guy, why don't you just date him? There you go.
Girl.
Problem solved.
Like girl to girl, he's a good guy. And
She's evil.
I don't want to
A
date
lot
your
of
man.
hatred is inside of
Unfortunately,
her.
I don't want to date your man. But what it is that he put this entire elaborate test together to see if you are worth fighting for, to see if you are worth, going the extra mile for. Yes. And
No relationship is worth fighting for because you're just going to fight each other. He's going to fight her to control her. She's going to fight him to control him. And it's never going to work because in this case, it's two female fighting for control over each other. That's not masculine at all. It's not God's nature. And the reason why she resists this kind of fight for control is because that's what her mom would do to her when she was younger. By manipulating her and controlling her, That's why, and to get her to do what she wants when she wants it, or yell at her. I don't know what her mom did to her. It's a lot of things a mom can do to traumatize you, for you to resent and hate her and end up being just like her, right? So a lot of things can happen. But that's the reason why. She's saying it's his fault because he has a female nature and it reminds her of her mom, so she judged him and resent him. And that's why she keeps telling him it's his fault, but he doesn't understand it. But I clearly understand it, right? It's not a man. She judged him. And women judge all the time. And by she judging him, she's playing God, which you should never play God. But it's because you know good and evil, you judge. And you're now one with the prince of darkness, Satan. So you make Satan your God because you listen to
and
thoughts.
Unfortunately, you prove that you're not.
Okay.
You are.
Well, then you guys can have a beautiful, happy life together.
And I hope
you
Why
have
are you
a
talking
bunch
about
of-
her? I don't even know this girl.
Well,
Chill.
clearly you do, because she's over here saying you're such a great guy and you're the best. So why don't you two end up going and getting married? Because
She's
I'm
crazy.
clearly such a piece of when this is all your fault. So you know what? Go. You.
Damn.
Oh, you guys.
Can I still get in free to the club? You got me?
Isn't she Latino or something like this? This happens with most Latinos' family,
I know
actually.
you drove here with him. We can
Because
hang
their
out.
mom is so controlling.
Damn.
Yo, she's gotta have some Latina in her because she went 0 to 100 real quick. Now, if you want to learn more about your
See what I said? She has some Latino. It's because Latino mom, they're so controlling. Because guess what? The Latino women, they end up being the man in the relationship. Because she ended up being the man in the relationship, she ended up taking on the spirit or the personality of her mom, because we are spiritual beings. And by she doing that, she ended up resenting her mom. And her mom ended up hating the dad, that she has to take on the role of being a wife, of being a husband and the wife, of being a man and a woman to raise her. Because the dad is so weak, he hasn't overcome the spirit of his mom, so he's subjective to the woman in that relationship. And she hates her dad as well. She resents her dad for not protecting her from her mom. So that's why she hates this guy here, because he's a weak male. She judged him and she realized he's just like her dad, and she ended up resenting him, right? And by she taking on her mom's spirit, her mom became masculine. She's not in her female. That's why she's so hot and red pepper, just like this. That emotions that she has, it's pure hate. There's no love in her. There's none.
For background, don't forget to check out My Heritage. Click the link in the
Is
description
it
box
over?
or scan the QR code that you see on it.
Wait,
You're going and getting married because I'm clearly.
there was a part in this video.
What was her reaction like?
Oh yeah, it was in the front. It was in the
Helping
front.
Tommy place his girlfriend
Okay,
Natalie.
we're
to a
gonna
movie
have to
test.
react
Why
to
is it
this
that you
part.
wanted to put your girl to the test?
Something's off lately. She's been kind of distant, you know. Like, I got this job offer in the Bay Area, and I was hoping she'd be excited, you know, she'd be ecstatic about it, but
So this is the part that I really wanted to touch, right? Because he's an emotional person. Remember I was talking about when he's having sex with her. He gives her this soft, loving, emotional sex that she end up seeing that this guy is a female. He's a female, how he loves her. Because he's looking for that same love in return, which is hate, right? That's how his mom would, try to treat him. And that's how she traumatized him too. But by doing that, he wants that same emotional love. It's like a drug. Right? He's addicted to that feeling. And he thinks that feeling is going to bring him salvation. But it's not, because you keep going back. You yourself can protest to this. I myself can protest to this, because I would date so many women when I was a slut maker. I would date so many women. Even when I end up having a girlfriend, right? I would still not be satisfied, because I'm only with her for comfort. I thought I loved her, but I didn't. I hated her. And it's the same thing that happened with every other man. You're in a relationship with her. You have this hate in your heart, and you think it's love. This emotional, soft kind of love that you give to her because you want it back. Because that's how your mom would lie to you, because tell you, oh, that's love. Oh, she's soft with you, da da da. But and then she would, I don't know what she would do to you, make whatever. She's yell at you. She's playing both man and woman in the relationship because the dad is not strong enough to lead the relationship, and she would yell at you because she's balancing so much things, and you would go in your head say, oh, I hate my mom, da da da, but you end up taking on her spirit, da da da, full story, right? Now he wants back that same treatment, but that's a female treatment. She's resenting him, and because he's not getting it back from his woman, he's gonna go outside and look for it. That's why marriage doesn't work, because man, they think marriage is supposed to be emotional love, but it's hate. It's not love. That's why 50% to 80% of marriage doesn't work, because the woman end up resenting the man, knowing that the man is not a male, he's a female, because he's an emotional person, and it reminds her of her mom and how the relationship with the mom and dad was, right? And by doing that, he went and seek after other women, and he's gonna find comfort in another woman, and then it's not gonna give him salvation, and he's gonna go look for it in another woman again, and then because he's not getting, he's gonna judge himself, because you're gonna go in a relationship loving, doving, then the feelings change, everything happen over again. You're gonna be frustrated with yourself. You're gonna be like, this will never happen to me again. But you can't help yourself because you're being controlled by the spirit, because you have identified with it for so long. And you're going to go again and find up yourself in the same situation because you cannot help yourself. And you're going to get frustrated, you're going to judge yourself. Then you're going to get the feeling, and then you're going to go do the same thing over again because you're going to the drug to get salvation. And the more you do it, the more you fall deeper in that same pattern. You know something is wrong, but you don't know how to get out of the pattern, right? And unfortunately, it turns into violence. It turns into control. It turned into... Wait, I have some stuff written down here. I don't fully remember what it turned into. But, yeah, the guy turned violent, right? He become a boy with their wife, right? And they don't know how to overcome it. They don't know, but they do know something is wrong. But the only way to overcome it is to go back and forgive your mom for imposing her will onto you. And same with the female. You need to go forgive your mom for imposing her will onto you. And so with your dad. You need to go and forgive your dad for not protecting you from your mom. And that's why society is so emotionally erratic, because everything is based off emotion in society. It's crazy that we've turned society into an emotional place. That's why these kids, when they get so emotional, they act on it. They kill people, they rob, they can't control themselves because they don't know how to. And the more you try, the more you go deeper into it, right? So that was basically the premise of the video. I know it's a long video, but I think it was required because it's something I've realized about myself this morning. I'm pretty sure I can get a better concept on it, but this was me just realizing it this morning. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to get better at explaining it. But for now, that is my explanation for it. I hope you guys can at least get a little gist and a little understanding of what I said, right? It took me a while to truly understand this, actually, because I was wrestling with it, trying to really understand it. I think I somewhat understand it, but not fully. But along the way through different video, I'm pretty sure I will get better at explaining it, and you'll understand it way more better, right? And yeah, let me see if there's any other input I can put on this video. Yeah, so that's why most men end up going out, and they will end up abusing women too, because they're looking for something they will never find. They're looking for salvation through the woman because they're subjective to it. That spirit is controlling you, and you don't know how to get rid of it. So you have sex with 100 women, 200 women. I don't want to say how much women I have sex with. I'll keep that to myself. But you will do a lot, and it will never fulfill you, because the only thing can fulfill you, that emptiness that you're chasing after, and to get rid of the spirit that is causing you to not be able to control or see really that it's not you, it's the fake you controlling you, it's the spirit of your mom doing this crazy stuff to you, is to find. Don't look for God, but he's there. When you start understanding yourself and seeing that it's not you, that's God actually shining a light on these crazy things that you're doing that you don't want to do. Like Paul says, they're not, I don't want to do all of these bad things, but it's the spirit that have made a home in me that causes me to do these things that I don't want to do. And you'll understand yourself. That's God shining a light on it for you. But let me know what you think of the video. It is a long video, but I really appreciate it for anyone that stuck around and listened, try to understand what's happening with them. I really do. And let me know what you think. We'll see.